Hey everyone, welcome to The Shelves Have Eyes. I'm KrissyM, and it's time to make another mini munchie. This is a Zuru Mini Brands Create Masterchef line blind box sphere, as I like to call it. We got two left that we get to make, and I really want to make one today. Let's see what's in here. Okay, paper pieces. Yep, there's going to be a package that has your light. This is your Masterchef light. It's a UV light, so you can cure the finishing glaze that comes with this glazed lamb set. Super cool, glazed lamb. That's really exciting. Another savory one. Did a bunch of sweets. So there'll be another package that has instructions to make the glazed lamb. These instructions show you how to work the light. And then this is a little cardboard, little protective thing for also made out of like a thinner cardstock, little cardboard placemat. And it's got the Masterchef logo on it. So when you're all done, you have something you could put the thing you created on it. A little glazed lamb will go on that. That's really nice. Instruction time. Okay. Inside the pamphlet, these are right here is a list of all of the pieces that are in the packages. And over here, you have your instructions. So, wow. Okay, right off the bat, resin. Yay. So we got to get a little plate and we got to pour some finishing glaze onto the plate. Okay. Okay, here's our finishing glaze. Cute. There's a little top here. There you go. And there's a protective film little layer underneath. Pull that off. Oh, look, that came off nicely. It never comes off this nice for me. Very cool. Finishing glaze. Very brown. Cool. There's a little brown nozzle here, and that goes onto that. You can screw that right on. Okay, and we got our little white plate, and they love to tell you to put it onto your placemat first. So to me, that's an instruction. I do it. There we go. Okay, we're putting down resin first because I think the little vegetables here are gonna go on next. So it says to put like a little bit in the middle. I think that's where the vegetables will go, and they want you to put some around the side. That's sort of like that pretty glaze when the plate's all done, when they literally finish it with the glaze. But that's my point. It's finishing glaze. Shouldn't this little part around the outside of the plate, shouldn't that be done at the end? Okay, we're gonna do it though. Okay, I have no idea what this is supposed to look like. I know what the resin's gonna come out as. It's gonna be thick and brown, like that. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit because I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna put down some veggies. How much room do I need for the veggies? Okay, so there's like a little, and a bubble. There's like literally a small layer because it's gonna run around. It wants us to drizzle it all around. That seems a little insane though right off the bat. I mean, I'll just put a few smears on. There you go. That's what they want you to do, so let's do it. There we go, some smears. I'll go crazy in the middle once I figure out what the heck I'm supposed to put there. But here we go. We've got a little bit of glaze on our plate. A finishing glaze, so I would have said finish it this way, but oh well. Okay, step 2 is put on the vegetables in the cute little container. And step 3, and also... Nope. Step 2 and step 3. So put on everything except the mint. Sure, let's get our vegetables. Okay, here is our little package of mixed vegetables. Super cute. I see carrots. Is that a turnip or a radish? Kind of looks like daikon, but I think they're lighter. Not exactly sure. Oh, that is really cute. Look at these little vegetables. I really love the potatoes in the pork loin set. And these have a similar color. Yeah, they have like a similar kind of color to them. So they don't exactly look Like well, I guess they're not raw. Maybe they're cooked. Right. Maybe they have been marinated or something. That is very cute. So whatever the little turnip vegetable things are, little carrots, and there's our savory herb. Not a savory herb, but I mean an herb that would go in a savory dish. The one sprig that is always there. Okay, it wants us to put these on first. Let's do that. All right, with my tongs. I love my tongs. Whoa. I could just let go. Okay, maybe I did need more. These are bigger than I thought. Yeah, I didn't want to add any more, but might not stay if I don't put on a tiny bit more. I'm actually glad this didn't run. This is the stuff that's blurpy and runny, so it's good that it hasn't gone all over the place yet. All right, last little vegetable here. Actually, I like that it's curved because it seems like it seems like it should be easier to kind of lie it on top of these other vegetables. Not for me. Yeah, this is what I was nervous about. If you want to get the right placement, if you really want them to stand up the way that it looks in the picture, it takes a little time. Some of them have a little bit of shape to them so that you can stack them a little bit, but this is kind of hard. All right, carrots. Yeah, I guess they were right. I guess you kind of did need to add a little bit more sauce to make these extra veg stay. I don't know. I had no idea. I didn't know if it was going to look good or not. All right, those carrots. Okay, I'll put one here. It's a big carrot stick. I'll put one. Whoa! Nowhere. Okay, and one right there. That's kind of ridiculous. Apparently you need like a lot of sauce or else this stacking game is ridiculous. Oh my god, this is like nerve-wracking. This is like playing Jenga or something. This stacking game is not as much fun. No, it's fun. It's fun. It's nerve-wracking. Sure. Okay, so I think there really needs to be like a lot more sauce down. How are those going to stay? They're pretty much stacked like they are in the picture. Yeah, they're pretty much stacked that way. It doesn't look like there's any sauce on like this side, so how are they? Just Lincoln Logs. Actually, Lincoln Logs at least had the little divots, like the little things you can kind of fit them into. This is like Lincoln Logs. What am I doing? Okay, so we put on our vegetables, and the next step says to cure, which actually makes a good deal of sense to seal things in place. But what about the free floaters? Yeah, I was totally wrong. I should have added more sauce. I expected it to be very, very runny. Maybe it's because the plate's actually flat. It's not really going anywhere. Oh, I should have added more sauce. Okay, we're going to cure it anyway. We're going to cure it and see what happens. Maybe the vegetables on the bottom will be cured enough that they will stay in place and kind of hold up everything else so that we can move on. Because the next step is it wants us to put the little glazed lamb pieces over the vegetables. Oh boy, what a ridiculous balancing act this is turning into. This is actually really nerve-wracking. I am having fun, but everything else was kind of like literally contained. This seems like architecture. This seems like I'm building a house, a lammy Lincoln log house. Oh boy. Okay, well the curing time for the glazed lamb is nice because in little amounts it will cure very quickly. So this will be done in no time, and that is nice. I think that's ready. Tap test. Oh, sorry, forgot about the free floaters. All right, I put down a tiny bit more sauce, secured them, I think. Next step, put on our lamb. Yummy, yummy. Okay, here's our glazed lamb package. The stuffed pork loin was really cute. I want to, oh, those are really, really cute. Look at that. That is rare. No, is that how you're supposed to eat lamb? No. Wow, that is adorable. The detail? No, the colors. The colors are so cute. Look at the little, I wanted to say stick. Is that the bone? Oh boy, that is realistic and adorable. A little morbid. I love it. I don't eat lamb. This is so cute. There are 3 of them. So let's try to add them to this tower of veggies. All right, skipping tongs for right now. These things are huge. I'm just trying to figure out how to let them go. Okay, looks like placement shows this one going on the other side. And that last little bit of lamb, if I can figure out how to put you... No! Okay, so figuring out the placement of the lamb pieces was maddening, challenging. Probably not for anybody else, just for me, because they didn't want to stay up no matter what. They don't need to point straight up. Even in the little picture on the front, they are still mostly lying sort of on their sides. But just, yeah, oh my goodness. I think if I ever do this one again, like literally I have to stack and plan the pieces first to figure out how to just wedge them, or maybe put a little bit of the finishing glaze under like the bottom of here just to make them stick, because they're wobbly. It was so wobbly. I'm afraid to do anything, but okay. Okay, here's what we've got. Zoom in if you need a better look. The next step after we added our lamb pieces is to add the little herby sprig. And it looks like you just stick it right over there. So let's do that. All right, here we have our generic herby sprig. Mine has a little bit of excess plastic on it. That is okay. We're actually going to put a tiny bit of glaze on the little stem here because I don't know how else this is really going to stay otherwise while I just like figure out what I'm doing. So we're just going to kind of put some here on the end. So no matter where it goes, it should stay and have something touching it. Where do you go? Help me out, tongs. All right, in we go. And oh, touching it. Oh, get in there. Come on, I just need you to nudge in there. I just need you to go in there a little bit. All right, I took off that little extra bit of plastic. It totally was the thing that was in my way. So now let's get you in here. Cool. From this angle, like, it totally looks fine. I think that, like, once it's cured and I, like, turn it around, it's probably going to look a little silly, like, from that angle that you can just sort of see the stem sticking out. But whatever, maybe we'll just cover it all in glaze and we'll hide that. Who knows? Is that the next step? Why, yes, it is. Added our sprig, add the rest of our finishing glaze, and cure. Sure. All right, finishing glaze used for the finish. Give it a wee little shake. Shouldn't they have told you to, like, put some more resin down here, like, underneath the base of... Yeah, shouldn't they have told you to put some underneath the base of the lamb so that it didn't fall down while you're doing this, whatever? Where do you want me to pour this? Just on it, okay? We're pouring on it. I can get rid of all these bubbles. Yeah, all right. I don't know. I don't know what is aesthetically pleasing for dripping this stuff. I normally like it to be a lot thinner, so like I would really want to have used less. I'm doing it a little thicker for no other reason than I kind of just want to see which way it goes. Don't have a toothpick or a skewer right now, so I'm kind of just pushing the sauce down the side because, well, that's why I used the extra. I wanted it to run down so that it would drip to the plate and I would have a point of contact to cure so that it would stay. And this goopy stuff that is always so goopy in movie right now is just hanging out. And it's dripping all down the side over here. Let's cure this. Why not? Let's cure it quickly. We know that's the next step. All right, this was really fun, but also really intense. Having to do the stacking of the vegetables and then the lamb pieces on top. Oh, such a treacherous game. Yeah, I was definitely wrong about the amount of sauce that we put at the bottom, like, initially. I just didn't want it to be messy, so I only wanted to use enough to, like, hold the vegetables. and I had no idea where the vegetables were even going to go, so I just didn't want it to be all over the place. My bad. It definitely, you do need a big blob. Where normally I say no big blob, you need a very big blob in the middle of all of these vegetables to catch the sprig over here. I don't even know if it's going to stay. Yeah, and they should also tell you to put a little layer down of resin, like to hold the meat on. That would help a lot with this process. I didn't use too much sauce, I don't think, so this will actually be done in a second. Let's turn this off and do our tap test. I'm still afraid. What if they're pieces that never got... Oh, yay. Listen to that. Yep, you can barely hear it, doesn't matter. It is cured. It is done. Let's look at this. Oh, I'm actually surprised. Yeah, maybe that one was going to fall, but there's some glaze on it. Like, I'm looking at the little carrots. They were the ones that I'm not even sure that I got enough sauce underneath, so I thought if I just tilt it, if I do anything, they're just going to fall. They're all staying. Okay, wow. All right, finished glazed lamb product. This is very, very cute. Honestly, I gotta tell you guys, I am very happy with this in the end. I'm so happy almost to the point of being kind of annoyed. Does that make sense? No, like in a good way. Like, this was really hard to think about how I wanted to stack. It was hard to stack. Yes, it was my fault for not using enough sauce, but still, building this particular set was absolutely the hardest. This was absolutely the hardest. I am still mad at that mini moose, but that's sort of a different thing. That's a material issue. This is sort of like literally stacking, building this little Lincoln log house of lamb was definitely the most difficult thing I have tackled so far. And yet, that was sort of my entire point. And yet, with all this stacking and like the vegetables, and the vegetables and the lamb and then pouring the glaze on everywhere thick and just trying to make sure that things stay. And I was kind of worried about the whole thing. That's it. I am still happy. I am still impressed. How did they do this? How does Zuru Mini Brands Create, Masterchef line, create such an amazing thing where even like the entire time where I was like frustrated, or not frustrated, this was so fun. Do not get me wrong, but like the gears in my head are turning and I want to make it better this and I want to make it better that. And it's like, why won't it stack or pour or do whatever? Even with all of that inner monologue happening, I still love it. The finished product is still really cute. This is great. This is really great. Something tells me I might want to make this one again, but just because I have theories. I think this one could be fun to play around with. This was tough. That's what I've been trying to say. It was not frustrating. It was not anything negative. This was fun, but it was tough. The end result is great though. Okay, goodness. Okay, so didn't get to build our stand. Let's do that. Stand on the placemat. And here we have our messy and yet adorable little glazed lamb dish. Okay, so you are on your little stand for the world to see, and it came with a little fork and knife. There you go, we'll just put you right here. Can't really see if you put it underneath the stand. There you go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, this was nice. This was very, very fun to do. In the end, I'm really, really happy with the result. And I'm really happy that you guys are here to do this with me. I really, really appreciate it. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for going on this glazed lamb adventure with me. I ended up really loving it in the end. The road was paved with many fallen vegetables, but we prevailed. If you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it, then please think about liking and subscribing so you'll know when the next video comes out. Good night, meow.